This has been a pretty good presidency in my eyes. I've proven a lot of people and a lot of things wrong. First of all, I've proven that you don't have to be smart or have good speaking skills to get ahead in this nation. I've spread the mentality of the wild, wild west across the globe. And it just so happens that I vacation more than any other president in the history of the United States at my Crawford Ranch. I can tell you one thing. I've stuck to my guns regardless of what the American people said. And at the same time, I'd like to spread this type of democracy across the globe. Iran, if I had 4 more years, you'd be next. Yeah! I've invested a great deal of time into the educational reform plan called No Child Left Behind. Yep, that's right. No child left behind, because I sent them all to Iraq. I've proven that you can start a war, but you don't have to finish it, because I'm going to leave that up to the next president. Hopefully it's that bitch Hillary, but regardless of who it is, I'd like to say good luck on digging yourself out of the hole that I dug nice and deep for you. Also, I'd like to warn you in advance of what I call the axis of evil. There are many nations that would like to see America fall as the world's strongest empire. Here's a list of the nations that don't like my Wild West democracy: Iraq, Iran, North Korea, Syria, Lebanon, Saudi Arabia, yeah, pretty much the whole Middle East except Israel, Cuba, Venezuela, China, Egypt, Russia, Libya, Indonesia, and last but not least, France.
Quoi? Quel est le problème?
And I'm still flattered as all get up that there are still public hangings in at least 2 countries in the world. As all of you saw, Saddam was hung in Iraq. That's the first country where hangings are still allowed. And the second country is Texas. That's right, that's where I'm from in case you didn't know. I haven't learned a great deal over the last 8 years that I didn't already know before, but I did learn one thing. If you want to shoot someone that you don't like and get away with it, just invite them hunting and shoot them when they least expect it, just like Dick did. In closing, I'd like to thank the American people for voting me into office that second term. I'd like to thank Laura for clearly being the better half, which ain't that hard when you're married to a fella like me. And I'd like to thank my drunken sorority daughters. But most of all, I'd like to thank my daddy. After all, I would not be here if it was not for you. Finally, I've been called the hypocrite by the entire world. Been told that I created a hypocrisy. And that doesn't really bother me, because I have no idea what the hell that word means. Thank you, farewell, and goodbye to all of my American citizens.